Hi, welcome back to Quake Clinic. How are you doing today? Good, okay. Well, it looks like you're here for an articulation exam. Does that sound correct? Okay, great. Have you ever had one of these before? Okay, yeah, well, I will walk you through it. It's not going to be anything hard or painful. We're just essentially going to be going through a list of words, and we're going to be focusing on certain sounds, trying to make sure that you can emphasize certain noises, that you can produce all of these noises, and that we don't have any remnants of any sort of impediment or disability towards your speech. Right, yeah, so it's kind of a last step. Okay. All right, can you just confirm your name for me? Okay. Great. Okay. Well, do you have any questions before we get started? Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know if there's anything that you need to know throughout the exam. Okay? Okay, great. So right now we're just going to start with a few of our less complex, I guess we could say, words, okay? So these should mainly be words that you've heard before. All right. So can you please say for me, and you can just repeat all of the noises that I make, actually. So any noise that I make, if you can just repeat it after me in your own tone and everything. It doesn't have to sound exactly like mine. Okay? Skeleton. Skeleton. Sk. Good. Skeleton. Good. Well done. And can you sk. Good. Well done. Okay. Slink. Slink. Good. Get that little K sound in there at the end. K. Good. Slink. Excellent. Okay. Now we're going to go for a different sound, okay? Quiet. 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 Good. And the t at the end. T. Good. Quiet. Good. Well done. Kite. Kite. Good. So now we have the K and the T sound that we were working on. Kite. Good. Okay. G. Good. Garlic. Good. And can you get that l? Garlic. Good. Well done. I'm going to stick with that L sound for a second. Lilac. Good. Lilac. Well done. Lilac. I like that word too. Okay. We're going to go with a K and a L sound now, okay? Clip. Good. Clip. Good. Okay. Copper. Good. Copper. Good. Okay. silk, silk. Good. Get that nice crisp K sound at the end. Silk. Good, well done. Silk. I appreciate you repeating everything. Some people get a little shy and it makes it a little bit more difficult, but you're doing a great job and I really appreciate your bravery. Okay, you ready? Okay. Excess, excess, excess. Good. Excess. Well done. Skillet, skillet. Good. Try the whole thing again. Skillet. Well done. Skillet. Good. Okay. We're going to stick with a similar sound. Scant. 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 Sk. Let's just practice that for a second. Sk. You kind of want the K to come from the back of your mouth while the S sound is going to be further up towards your teeth. Okay? Skillet. Scant. Good, well done. That sounded perfect. Okay. Symphony. Good. Symphony. F. F. Symphony. Good. Excellent. Okay. All right. We're going to go back to the G sound. So we'll say G, G. Good. G. Grr. Grr. Good. Grumble. Good. Grumble. Yep. You want that nice sound right at the end. Grumble. Good. Very good. Okay. Coat. Coat. Right, like a coat of paint or the coat you would wear. Coat. Oh, oh, oh. Try to make nice and round with your lips. Coat. Good. And a little T at the end. Coat. T, t. Well done. So we're going to stick with that K sound again, but we're going to add our L. Okay? Clean. Clean. Good. Adjective. A. Add. Good. Adjective. 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 Good. Very well done. I know that one has a lot of weird letters together. Some interesting sounds. Adjective. Okay. D. Can you say D for me? Good. Diagonal. Good. Diagonal. Make sure you get the L at the end. Diagonal. Good. Okay. Column. column. Even though it ends with an N, we don't really pronounce that all the way. So column, it kind of becomes an column, column. Good. You're doing great. Do you have any questions? Okay, yeah, this is pretty easy, right? Do you need any water? Okay. Okay, well, if you decide you do, we can get you some right out of the faucet over there, okay? Yeah, it has a purifier on it, and we have some glasses in the cabinets. Okay, ready? Wrist watch. Wrist watch. Good. Wrist watch. Excellent. Okay. Cellular. Good. Cellular. Very well. Okay. Cellular. Good. Okay. Now we're going to move into some words that are a little bit more tricky. Not just saying that you're not going to know them, plenty of them you probably will have heard before, know the meaning of, or use in your daily life. But the combination of sounds and the way that we need to produce those sounds can be a little bit tricky, especially for people who have been through your situation. So a lot of times these will be considered sort of higher tier words in speech therapy. Right? And if you need to know any information about the words, just ask. Okay. P, p. Good. P, p. Pituitary. Pituitary. Good. Can you say pit? Pit. Good. Ooh. Ooh. Pit. Ooh. Pitu. Good. Pituitary. 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 Good, good. Yeah, these ones might take a little bit longer, but that's okay. Again, this is an articulation exam, so all we're doing really is trying to make sure that you're capable of producing each of these noises. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we also want to make sure that you're definitely able to hear and then create that noise, even if it takes a minute to register, okay? So take your time. Okay. Askew. Askew. Sk. I know that's a hard one. Sk. Skew. Skew. Askew. Nice round O again at the end. Askew. Good. Good. Askew. Sounds good. Okay. We're gonna get into some D sounds. Okay, so we'll practice da, 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 day, day, D, D. Good. Degradation. degradation, degradation, dation, shin, good, shin, degradation. That's okay. Degradation. Good, you got it. All done. Degradation, right? Okay. Peripatetic, peripatetic. Good. Tetic, tetic, peripatetic, peripatetic. Good, excellent. Peripatetic. Okay. Okay. So we have a lot of different letters that can make the k noise. K, but also C and Q. So this one is a QU. Qui. Good. Quiescent. Quiescent. Good. Quiescent. Good. Quiescent. And can you say for me again? Quiet. 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 Good. Okay. Okay. R. R. Re. Re. Good. Repudiate. Repudiate. Pew. Like you'd sit in at church. Pew. Repu. D. 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 Repudiate. Repudiate. Excellent. I'm really proud of you. You're doing such a good job. I know some of these can be exceedingly hard the first time, especially. Yeah, once we make it through the full list, we're going to go back through and try to go a little bit faster. The first time we'll probably do it kind of slow, and then maybe we'll repeat through at a quicker speed as you're becoming more comfortable with each of the words. And we'll just go through the list, not in this specific order that I've been, hopping around a bit, but we'll just go straight down the list, okay? Yeah, and once we do that, we're gonna just focus on some sounds. Good, okay, glad. You still have time, right? Okay, excellent. So, good. And what letter is at the beginning sound for? F. F, correct. So can you say for me, fiction? Fiction? Fiction. Shun. We worked on that shun noise with degradation. Same noise. Fiction. Fiction. Good. Okay. Good, yep. You want your mouth on the inside to be nice and flat and long, like a horizon. Epigram. Epigram. Good. Epigram. Good. Good. Epigram. Excellent. Okay. Codex. Codex. Yeah, that's that hard X sound at the end. Codex. Codex. Well done. Okay. Ready? Stipend. Stipend. Good, yep. And just, yep. Bring your mouth a little bit more to the front there. Yep, good. Really nice and relaxed through here. Stipend. Good. Good job. That's great. Okay. Ready? Constellation. Don't worry, you can do this. Good. Constellation. Right. Same as shun, like degradation. Right? Constellation. Try to get at least the tiny tip of your tongue right here, almost in between your upper and lower teeth, okay? Constellation. Well done. Okay. Good job. We're going to stick with the C. Criteria. Good. Criteria. Ha. Criteria. Good. Criteria. Okay. 3 words left. Are you excited? Okay. All right. Aw. So we haven't done this sound much. Aw is going to come straight down. Okay. Your mouth is going to come a little bit forward to make this noise. Okay. Aw. Auspicious. Auspicious. Good. Auspicious. Excellent. Okay. Good. Ocular. Listen. Good. Ocular. Excellent. Good job. Ocular. That's like pertaining to the eyes. Ocular. Good. And one more. Get that P ready. Good. Perspective. You can do this. Good. Perspective. Get a nice good V sound at the end. V. And you're going to use your upper teeth along your lip line there to create the V. Perspective. Good. Well done. Okay. Well, now you've made it through all of the words. There were quite a few. Okay, great job. So now what we're going to do is cycle through the words as I was saying. I'm just going to read them straight down the page, and we're going to go kind of slow this first time. just to make sure that you haven't lost any of the sounds or the ability to produce them. And the second time we do it, we'll go a little bit faster, okay? So why don't we repeat the word 3 times, okay? So first, I'm going to say the word. So I'll say symphony, and you say symphony, good. And then after you say it, I'm going to say it twice more. I'm going to say symphony, symphony, with a nice little pause in between like that. And then I want you to mimic the 2 times for me as well. Does that make sense? Right, so it's going to be 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so let's start here. Symphony. Good. Symphony. Symphony. Good. Skeleton. 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 Well done. Grumble. 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 Good. Pituitary. 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 Adjective. 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 Well done. Cellular. Good. Cellular. Cellular. Good. Okay. Slink. Slink. Silk. Good. Silk. Silk. Well done. Copper. 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 Good, okay. Coat. 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 Okay. Clean. 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 Good. Clip. 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 Excellent. Askew. 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 Good. Kite. 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 Great. Degradation. 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 Good. Okay. Peripatetic. Great job. Peripatetic. Peripatetic. Great. Quiescent. 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 Excellent. Repudiate. 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 Great. Fiction. 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 Okay. Epigram. 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 Great job. Codex, codex, codex. Great. Stipend, stipend, stipend. Great. Okay. Excess, excess, excess. Great. Diagonal, diagonal, diagonal. Great. Constellation, constellation, constellation. Great. Column, column, column. Good. Skillet, skillet, skillet. Good. Try one more time. Skillet. Great. That one has a lot because it has the sk and the I and the and the t. Right. It's a mouthful. Skillet. Excellent. Okay. Scant, scant, scant. Great. Wristwatch, wristwatch, wristwatch. Good. Yep, right together like that. Wristwatch. Okay. Criteria, criteria, criteria. Good. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Well done. Garlic, garlic. Good. Auspicious, auspicious. Okay. Ocular. Good. Ocular, ocular. Okay. Two more. Perspective, perspective, perspective. Great. And last one, my favorite, maybe your new favorite, lilac, lilac, lilac. Great job. Okay, you're doing so well. All right. How did you feel about those? Good. Well, you sounded confident. Good. All right. Well, as I said, we're going to go through them one more time, but this time is going to be significantly faster. I'm going to say the word once. I'd like for you to repeat the word right after me. Okay, you're not in the hot seat. If it takes you a second to get it out, that's fine. We're going for accuracy, not necessarily speed. It's just bound to be quicker because we're only repeating the word once. Right. Okay, so don't feel any pressure. I know. It can be hard not to feel like you're under the gun when you're going through an exam like this, but I like you. I care about you. I'm here to make you comfortable. I'm just the proctor. It doesn't matter to me what your results are, right? Good. Okay, so no judgment. I went to speech therapy as a child. Yep, just to help me become more articulate, and to fix some of the speech problems that I had gained in my early developmental years. And my teacher's name was actually kind of cruel because it had a lot of S and L sounds in it. Yeah, Miss Kissel, I think it was. Yep. Okay, enough about me. Are you ready? Okay, good deal. Here we go. Symphony. Skeleton. Grumble. Pituitary. Adjective. Cellular. Good. Slink. Silk. Good. Copper. Coat. Clean. Good. Clip. Askew. Good. Kite. Degradation. Good. Peripatetic. Quiescent. Repudiate. Okay. Fiction. Epigram. Codex. Stipend. Excess. Diagonal. Constellation. Column. Skillet. Scant. Wristwatch. Good. Criteria. Good. Quiet. Okay. Garlic. Auspicious. Good. Ocular. Perspective. And lilac. Great job. Just gonna take some notes for just a quick minute. Is that okay? Okay. You can feel free to relax. Sit back. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, So we're going to work our way through the letters of the alphabet, and we're going to just explore some of the different noises that each letter can make, okay? Essentially, you're just going to be repeating after me to the best of your ability. All right, so A, ah, ah, oh, oh. Good. B, 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 B. Good. And I'm just going to be looking a little bit at your mouth while you're making some of these sounds, okay? B. Good. S, s, C. Good. C. K, k, k. Good. D, d, d. D, D. Good. Almost like you're exhausted with it. Good. E, E. Can you bring in the corners just a little and make it more in your mouth? E. Good. Remember that tongue should be nice and long and flat in there like the horizon. E, which will allow you to keep your mouth tighter together, right? Instead of saying E like this, which can be damaging to our vocal cords. E. Good. Good. F. F. Good. Just looking at your lip. F. Good. F. F. Good. Now we're going to do G. 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 Good. G. G. Good. Mm-hmm. It's almost like you're giving a hard exhale for the H, H, H. Good. I, I. This one happens mainly in the front roof of your mouth, okay? I. Good. J, 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 J. Good. J. K, 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 K. Good. L, L, L. O, O, O. Good. Right in between. O. Okay. M, M, M. Just like you're saying or N, 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 N. Good. N. Okay. Nice and round for me now. O. O. Good. P. P. P, 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 p. Good. Q. K, 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 Q. Good. R. R, like you're a pirate. R. 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 Good. R. Good. Now we're gonna make like a snake. S, 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 S. Good. T, 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 T. Good. U, U. Good. U. Okay. V, V, V. And remember, we want your upper teeth line to be right along your lower lip line. Okay. V, V, V. Good. W, W, W. Like walk, W. Good. Good. X, 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 X. Y, 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 Y. Good. And finally, Z, Z. Now where we have F, F and V, V right here on the teeth and lip together, when we're doing Z, that is all inside the mouth. So your teeth are almost closed, maybe fully closed. Your tongue rests behind your teeth. Z, Z, Z. Great job. Okay. Excellent. Let me just make a couple more notes and say that we have completed the alphabet pronunciation test. Okay, well, overall I would say that you seem to be recovering incredibly well. A lot of the more difficult words, it did take you a few times to nail it down really, to where I felt like you felt comfortable with what you were saying, if that makes sense. So I'm going to recommend just a little bit more of the speech therapy. And we have a couple of options. So you can either do a 6 weeks more, twice a week. And that way, if you have a schedule that you kind of need to be working around, you can take it at that slower pace. We can see you any 2 days of the week that you want, and you can switch them up. Or you can do a stricter, more intensive course, which will only be 3 weeks, but you're going to come 4 times per week, and they'll be scheduled all for like relatively the same time. So you might come in Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and every Monday time slot would be the same, Tuesday would be the same, etc. Right, so like Mondays you might come in at 10, Tuesdays you might come in at 5, but it'll always be 10 on Monday, 5 on Tuesday. Right. Do you want to think about it? There's no pressure. Yeah. You can just, I'll make a note that you'll call in about it. And if we don't hear from you within like 3 days, let's say, we'll just call you to check in. Okay? I know sometimes it can be hard to take that first step and make the call, so sometimes it's easier when our office just calls you. And yeah, okay, that sounds good. All right, well, did you have any other questions for me? Anything you felt like you wanted to go over? Yeah, I think, after doing the alphabet articulation, you don't actually have any issues making any of the noises anymore. you're able to produce all of the sounds really well, actually. You did a great job. The only thing is when we're combining some of those together, it can get a little rounded almost, like the edges of the words aren't quite there in some situations. And instead of having those really succinct T, K, D, all of the noises that should be creating a sort of stop, as we call it, those sounds are kind of almost getting like erased a little bit on the edges and blending into surrounding sounds. And that's a pretty common technique for people who are trying to sort of overcome a speech impediment, is to glaze over and move on to the next thing that's a little more comfortable. So really, I just want to make sure that you don't have any future problems. That's why I think, even though you're so close, and I know that it takes time out of your day to come here and do this and get it all done and be putting in the effort, I think that this will allow you to fully recover in the long run. Whereas if we sort of ignored this, there's a chance that you could almost revert in some ways and lose some of that ability to truly articulate if you're not really practicing it and making sure. So that would be a lot of self-reliance you'd have to have there to actually get through that on your own, and not saying you can't do it, but since this is already, being covered, paid for, figure we'll open up our resources to you. There's no, contract that says that you have to come if you decide you don't want to, but if you're wondering as to why that was my diagnosis, my final thought on it, that would be why. It's just to ensure that the work that you've done doesn't morph or slip away over time. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, if that is it, we will call you if we don't hear from you, or see you in speech therapy. And I hope that you have a really, really great and restful day. As you know, here at Quake, you're welcome to stay and sleep in the room for a while if you'd like, or just take your time, regroup before you leave and head back out to the real world. So, okay. Well, I'll excuse myself then, and I will see you next time. Okay, it was great to see you. You're doing excellent.